So I thought I'd do this while I'm sitting outside waiting for this rain to subside before I go home. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news is that the bad news is worse than we would thought. So what I'm telling you is, we as a country are spiraling. We are no longer the most powerful country in the world. They're not coming out and telling you all this because the elite, the 1%, has a plan. And they're using this as a chance to control everything. Change laws that's going to take a bunch of our rights from us and everything else. All this shit started. It started before this, but beginning of all this, remember 2020 and everything that happened in 2020? And you all know what I'm talking about. So we as a country, everybody was using our currency for purchasing and trades. And all that stuff was usually backed by oil. The American dollar has really never been anything. Because you can just print, and give people money. That's why our country is so far in debt. Because we got a bunch of billionaires now, millionaires, who took all these jobs, outsourced them to other countries for cheaper labor for them to make more money. Which on the other hand, made us owe more and put people in debt. So you know when Donald Trump was president and they was doing all those tariffs on people and other people was doing it to us? This is what you call economic warfare. And now the shit is at the front door. So when you hear Trump or other Republicans saying that our economy is bad because of Biden's politics and them and their what they did with the economic system, those are lies. It's the same thing when Republicans and Democrats are the same people. They give you the illusion to make you believe that they're on separate teams. They're not. When Kamala Harris says that I'm not going to do anything just for black people, I'm doing stuff for America, every fucking president is doing what's best for America. It has nothing to do with the citizens because they are paid. So what's happening now is that we're about to go into a free fall. I've been telling y'all this for years, at least since 2020. You can go to my YouTube page, which has been fucking shadow banned. So is this page. I kicked off of Twitter years ago, and I ain't even try to get back on, even though it's transferable. But anyways, other countries are no longer using our currency. China is the most powerful country in the fucking world. Sorry to tell you. America's not going to come out and tell you this at all. So what the elite is doing, you know how they talking about building a border, and now they're saying that they can let all these Mexicans in here and give them places to stay and give them the money. It's to piss off citizens, to make you point the finger at somebody else about our issues. Just like they gave all that money to Ukraine and war. That is to piss American citizens off. So when this shit jumps off, they want riots. They want to have people fighting because then they get a chance to change and amend laws that would give them more control. So they talking about Wendy's stocks are crashing now, and Wendy's had kind of come out and said that they're not getting as many consumers as they would before. It's like, that's a lie. I drive past Wendy's every motherfucking day and the line is always packed. This is them, the stock market is just crashing. I just looked at my stocks and all that shit in the red. I don't know if I'm going to pull some shit out of there yet and get rid of it, just leave it there. But it's going to be a recession because the world is resetting. Remember I kept telling y'all that the dollar ain't shit and ain't going to be using money no more? Get ready, motherfuckers. We're not going to be using money anymore. It's a wrap for that shit. America tried to fight it as long as they could. That was the reason for the fucking invasion of Iraq, because they were trying to do it with back the money with gold then, and America wasn't having it. You know how America goes to other countries? Do coups, dismantle the country, put the country in chaos, and then put in office who they want in there to help proceed with America running the world and doing the things, they are doing the same things that they were doing to those countries to us. You all need to pay attention. Don't get mad and get upset and let the media and everybody else bait you into a race war or a civil war and all that, because it's not going to benefit you at all. It's going to benefit the elite. When they were saying that Bill Gates was buying up all that property and building houses, they are saying that with this new world order that's about to happen, best way to own money is through real estate. Buy as many homes as you can and rent them out. And build them from the ground up. So people are going to start selling the house because they're going to be able to afford it. These taxes are going to go through the roof. And again, it has nothing to do with the Biden administration. It has nothing to do with Trump. It has nothing to do with Republicans. It's America. It's a wrap. So we have to start being self-sufficient. And for the elite to stay in power here in America, they're going to turn on us. But they're going to make it pretend like they're not turning on us. And they're going to have us doing what we've been doing for years. Fighting with each other internally. It's a fucking game. And everybody's about to find out. So you can ignore what I'm saying and thinking I'm just talking out my ass and I'm being a conspiracy theorist. This is probably, if we even have a fucking election, this is probably going to be the last election we have, regardless of who wins. Rome is burning. Rome was a great empire for years. And at some point, all great empires must fall. America has fallen. I don't know how bad it's going to get for some people. But again, so if you, Bill Gates and all these other BlackRock who have bought up all these buildings, and they build a new property, and most American citizens are going to end up selling their homes and people are going to be renting. Would you want to rent a home on some land that Bill Gates bought and built these homes? Would you want to live in one of these houses? You know you're going to be under surveillance, right? That's what it's this colonization. So all you all going to move to these homes, regardless of how these homes may look all luxurious and they might give you a good price, but you're going to be under surveillance. You think they're not going to have cameras and all that shit? They got to tell you that they're not. But they're lying. You all have been getting lied to with all this fucking Democrat. Keep trying to tell people. Democrats and Republicans are the same fucking people. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris probably sit down and have fucking dinner with each other and laugh and joke about this shit. That's why when they had them fucking those correspondent dinners, you got the Republicans, Democrats, and then court jesters, entertainers there. If they didn't like each other, how you got a friend that's a Republican if you go against everything that he says? I could not have a fucking friend that was a pedophile and a rapist, but because he's my friend, I'm going to be his friend. I don't get down like that. Motherfucker won't be my friend anymore. So, at this point, what I would ask you all to do is look towards each other for help and not at each other based on skin color, religion, fucking gender, and all that other shit. Because the 1% is going to send this fucking country into peril by design. Then they're going to slowly bring it back, but they're going to bring it back. It's going to be a whole different thing. And you're not going to have the same rights that we have now. We really don't even have rights now, but we have a little more freedom than every other country. But they're trying to take that away. If you think back to every fucking election, 4 years ago, what were the presidents, the president's representative running on? The border, abortion, raising taxes. It's the same script. Oh, Donald Trump should have been in jail years ago. So why would you allow this man 4 years and not try to prosecute them. Then you wait till you run another election. Then you're trying to prosecute, bring up the same shit. This shit is all a game. When Ronald Reagan was president, you can look this up. There's the movie out on Prime, Amazon Prime, called The Four Kings, and it was about Muhammad Ali, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, and somebody else, there's another boxer. But it's also about the political climate in America. Ronald Reagan was a president, which he was a fucking actor. Donald Trump is an actor. You know what Ronald Reagan ran on? Make America Great Again. That was his slogan, the exact same thing. You don't believe me, go look this shit up. Ronald Reagan got shot too. Tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan too. I'm just saying. Think about World War II, and when America was in depression, what did America do? Start making guns and selling them to different countries and stuff like that, which brought us out of depression. We were manufacturing. What do you think 2020 was about? America started making mass ventilators, trying to sell them to other countries because they knew what was coming to make money. And they were trying to come up with the fastest vaccination to COVID, to sell to other countries, to sell to us. What you think those fucking COVID tests in Walgreens that said Bionex was about? Who you think was behind those? Who you think was making money off? Just think about the BI and who was president. You can't be a legislator or a president making $200,000 a year supposedly, but you're a fucking millionaire. Where's all this money coming from? These are just questions. Somebody please tell me where all this money coming from. So we all know that no COVID didn't come from no fucking bat, a monkey or whatever. They have admitted that COVID came out alive in Wuhan. So they're over there. COVID was created. Economic warfare, biochemical warfare is a real thing. Pay attention to what's going on. And to be perfectly honest, if you all really wanted to find out what the world is about, and if you don't believe anything I'm saying, which you probably don't, what you think would happen if nobody voted? They don't expect us to do that, because most of us are brainwashed. But what you think would happen? It would give you a chance to see America's true colors and what's really going on, because they got us by the balls, majority of us. Because you believe one thing, and because it's on the fucking news, which is controlled, you believe it. Then they got you lock-stocked into one or two different parties, and you just run a company. Don't nobody give a fuck about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris had Meg Thee Stallion, and she had the audacity in one of her speaking engagements to say, use the word weird, like Kendrick did. These people are pandering, and they're laughing at us as citizens because they figure and they realize that all we have to do is feed into some fucking stereotypes or some bullshit that they resonate with to make them go crazy and vote for who and vote for whatever. And in the big scheme of things, your voting does nothing unless you're putting money. And why in the fuck are you paying for someone's campaign? Donald Trump is a millionaire, if not a billionaire. Kamala Harris, rich as fuck. Why do they need us to give them money to run a fucking campaign? Why don't the Democratic Party pool all their motherfucking money together for their representative and run the campaign? And why don't all the Republicans do the same? This is a fucking game. I'm not going to hold you any longer, but you all pay attention to what's going on. And by the end of the year, I'm going to be like I told you so. And I've been telling you so. This shit is hysterical.